Everybody loves a happy face. Wear it, share it. It will brighten up the darkest place. Twinkle, sparkle, let a little sunshine in. You'll be on the right side, looking at the bright side up with your chinny chin chin. Chin up, put a little laughter in your eyes. Brave it, save it, even though you're feeling otherwise. Rise up, wise up, let a little smile begin. You'll be happy-hearted once you get it started. Up with your chinny chin chin. Now come on everybody, chins up. I said chins there. Yes, yes, I can see you've got a problem. Yes, yeah, I know, love. Yes, double trouble. Yes. I wasn't being sarcastic. How can I be sarcastic with the chin I've got? Look at it. 2.5 hundred weight to skin a bone. I'm not the president of the Pelican Club for nothing, you know. So look, if I can lift this, you can lift yours too. All right then? Stick it in the air and wave it about. Oh, chin up, chin up. Everybody loves a happy face. Wear it, share it. It will brighten up the darkest place. Twinkle, sparkle, let a little sunshine in. You'll be on the right side, looking at the bright side. Up with a chinny chin chin. Chin down will get you bound and turn round. Starting clowning things. Sad your trouble doubles think. Glad they burst like bubbles. Chin up, chin up. Every little time your spirits will chin up, chin up. Give your attitude an upward tilt. Twinkle, sparkle, let a little fun begin. You'll be on the right side, looking at the bright side. Up with your chinny chin chin. You'll be on the right side, looking at the bright side. Up, keep your chinny chin up.
Thank you, Bruce. Good evening, my lovelies. And if you are watching this, you are watching Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live with me, Boaty, and my glamorous co-host, Emma Lemon. And we are proud to be brought to you in association with the Weeping Nuns of Caldy Island. They weep, so you don't have to. And the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. He boiled for your sins. And it's wonderful to be here with you again, isn't it, Emma?
It is absolutely wonderful. I have been looking forward to this moment ever since I woke up this morning. Although I did wake up this morning and then an hour or so later, I did go back to bed. But then when I woke up again around noon, I continued looking forward to this moment with lots of excitement.
Well, I mean, that's enormously commendable. And I think I speak for everybody when I say that we lost interest about halfway through that sentence. But it's going to be an absolute joy to be with you, wonderful people, the Boaty's World and Emma Lemon community. And we're going to, Christ only knows what we're going to do over the next 2 hours. We haven't planned a thing. I mean, I've just been, well, I mean, I won't tell you what I've been doing. Emma's been arsing about for the last hour, piffling about with her devoted followers on her own YouTube channel, which you may have noticed from the really quite... Yeah, it's Emma Lemon, and there are 2 N's in Lemon. And on that channel at the moment, you can watch the best bits of this live stream. In other words, I'm not on it. It's just her. And you can't hear me. All you can do is hear and see Emma. Well. She's a complete egomaniac. And if you go onto her channel, you will find it's all about her. I don't exist. I might as well not be here. But there we are. If you are kind enough to stay with us, then Emma and I will be keeping you company right through until midnight and possibly beyond. And we're going to discuss, God only knows what we're going to discuss, but we have the Hedgehog of Truth on hand. And if you would like to ask a Hedgehog of Truth question directed either at myself or Emma, or indeed a community member, then we are duty bound to give you a full, frank, and honest answer. Sean's box is going to be featuring and is going to get a damn good pounding at some point. And you can, of course, leave a voice note on the community portable electric telephone. And Emma will give you the number for that now, because I don't know what it is.
Right, yep, it's 07391 175 856. I'll say that again. If you want to leave a voice note for us on the Boaty's World telephone 07391 175 856, and we'll be waiting with absolutely basted breasts for your message.
Yeah, my breasts are well and truly basted. And just a little reminder to you of the community guidelines that we will observe over the next 2 hours or possibly more. If you watch this, even for 5 or 6 seconds, then you are legally and morally obligated to tickle the like button and to subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't done so already. Failure to do this will result in Matron beating you around the head with her womanly presences and escorting you from the live stream.
And can I say that it is actually Matron's birthday week, so she might be feeling particularly energetic with her spatula this week. So, you know, anybody who crosses the line might get extra spankings this week. So do behave yourself.
Yeah, formal orderly to you, boys.
But yes, it's Matron's birthday week, so can we maybe celebrate tonight for her in style?
I'm sure that can be arranged. Right, now, at this point in proceedings, we like to dive into your comments, because your comments, and I'm going to be perfectly clear about this, your comments are the meat and potatoes of this pepperoni pizza, aren't they, Ems? Without those comments, we would be lost.
I mean, I always want meat and potatoes on my pepperoni pizza.
Oh, can't beat it. Can't beat it. Would you like to...
well, sorry. I was going to say, would you like me to do the honours? So
I would love you to do the honours.
I will do it for you, Boaty. Are you
ready?
Thank
you so much.
I see, you just put your feet up, chill out. No more farting. He did let one off, by the way, just before the live stream started, but it was nowhere near the level of last night. So that's
I just thought I'd show a bit of leg.
Oh, I might not be able to read the comments though. I'm too busy looking at that now.
Because apparently I don't do that, do I?
I don't get what you're getting at. Have I said something somewhere that you don't show leg? No.
Yep. Yeah, when you were talking to your entourage on your on your egotistical narcissist live stream.
You're saying that I said you don't show a leg?
Yeah. You said I always put this down here, whatever it was, a whoopee cushion or something, to hide my legs.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to show my legs. Boaty doesn't show his, so why should I show mine?
No, but what I'm saying, it would look really weird.
I took my trousers down in a live stream not too long ago.
Yeah, and I took my top off. Yeah, I took my top off.
Yeah, but you know, I showed leg.
But I just think it looks better if we're both not showing legs, because it just looks more professional. It looks like a proper show. You know, nobody needs to see my legs anyway. But thank you for showing us yours.
After 11, I'm going to turn upside down and do the live stream in that position.
Oh, good. That'll be interesting. Yeah. Anyway, let's see who is here, because I know that Carol Fee is the first, because I did, you know, take a sly look earlier. First in the stretch limousine for the Boaty at 11 Monday extravaganza, she said. I love Carol. She just appeared from nowhere and just threw herself right in at the deep end, and she's so involved, and I love it. And she's
where did she find us, or where did we find her? Where did she come from?
In that too. So, Carol, would you mind letting us know? Because I'm interested in that too. But I also, Matron, can you prepare Carol's a link to Carol's live channel, please? Because tomorrow she is doing her very first live stream on her channel. So if we could throw that link out, I think it's earlier on in the day. So, Matron, if you don't have it, let me know. But yeah, if we could throw that link out, then yeah, if anyone would like to subscribe to her, I think it's called Chat and Tasks. So I'm guessing she's going to be doing a few tasks while she's chatting. I don't know why.
It's called what? What's it called?
I think it's called Chat and Tasks, or Tasks and Chat, which implies she's going to do some tasks while she is. Stop waving your hair around. While she is chatting while she's doing ironing or something, presumably. But I think it will be quite interesting for us older ladies in the group. But I'm sure the older men will enjoy it too.
Do we have to do a task while we're watching?
Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. So yeah, go and subscribe to her channel. She's doing her very first live stream tomorrow.
Oh, well, jolly good luck to you, Carol.
But yeah, I'm also interested where you came from. Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Carol C? Anyway, I've pressed the like button. Please make Boaty happy, she says. And that would make Boaty really happy if you pressed his like button.
It would fill me with joy.
Paulie Gaultieri is here, says good evening, Boaty and Emma and all the gang. And Lord Stiff Upper Lip is here, says hello, hello, boaters. Good evening, Emmels and Boticus and all, says Peter P. Another of
we
the
love Peter
community
P as well, don't we?
Yeah, and I was to say he's another of the community who's just flung himself in and got totally immersed.
Where did he come from? Where did you come from, Peter P? I've forgotten if I ever knew. And if I didn't know, then I haven't forgotten. And I can't be held legally responsible for that.
Well, he's been around quite a long time, hasn't he? So, yeah, but we're still interested. I'm still interested too. Stormbird is still hanging around, says Carol C. Sounds noisy outside, very windy. A little bit like Boaty last night, which is true.
That was epic. I have watched that clip, well, listened to it really, about 342 times today. And I've never, ever been prouder in my entire life. Have a look in the Facebook group. The clip is there. And it is, and I'm unanimous in this, it is utterly sensational. It is a work of art. It is a triumph. It is
a work of art.
It's the Mona Lisa of flatulence, innit?
Yeah, I was making a play on the word. It's a work of fart.
Oh, I see. Oh, well done. My gosh, you are on form tonight. Goodness me.
Thank you, Boaty.
Not at all.
Chef Daniel is here. Says good evening, wonderful people. That's Chef Daniel. Barry or Casbar here. Evening all. Just a real quick visit. Hopefully Friday I will be around longer. It'll be post Thanksgiving and I will have the day off. So that's something for us all to look forward to. Matron says, grab your drinks and snacks, go for a wee. Peter P will be round with nibbles and dips. Oh, is that one of his jobs now, is it? Has he been assigned the person who comes round with the
He's the usherette.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we've got an usherette. We've really made it.
At 1 o'clock, or if there's another orgy of name Snap. Then people are saying hello to each other. Ian Holly's here. Evening, everyone. Let's get ready for more Monday Night Madness. Strap yourself in and ignore what they say about me and the sheep, and more on that story later.
Let's get ready for madness.
Good evening, Ian Holly.
Madness. They call it madness.
Barry is pretty shattered. He's been doing too much work, and he was worried that Brucey was going to come on. And of course, we obliged, because that's what we're like. Brucey's hiding in the fridge. Peter P reckons Brucey is hiding in the fridge for tax reasons.
Well, very sadly, we know exactly where Bruce is hiding, and he's hiding halfway up the Great Orme in the graveyard at St. Tudnose Church.
He isn't.
We've been on a pilgrimage to see him. It was quite a moving experience, to be honest. Oh, what a day that was. Sad, but, kind of uplifting. I felt uplifted.
Did you sneak one out?
No.
There was definitely a farty noise.
Well, it wasn't me.
Okay.
It wasn't. I've done nothing.
Okay. That's fine. I'll believe you. I might believe you this time.
It's not like I deny it, is it?
Was it the hedgehog?
Oh, it could have been.
Right, it's probably him then.
I'll point to you in case it does it again.
Oh, great! Thanks for that. Can I have some hedgehog of truth questions aimed at me tonight, please? I'm in a frivolous and frolicsome and cheeky mood tonight, and I would love some questions to answer. Chef Downey says that he fell asleep during last night's live stream with his earbuds in. That was a mistake. Did you wake up when Boaty blew his trouser trumpet? Bruce, what's his name? Barry says Bruce is dodging being alive for self-respect reasons. Didn't they do well? Carol C says breakfast was coffee with peanut butter on toast. Oh, I don't think Boaty will approve of that.
Right, just to interject at this point, because I did forget to say, food is a constant topic of discussion in this community live stream, darlings. We always want to know what you've been eating. We appreciate you going into some degree of detail, and we have a community snap feature. So, and that is when two people eat a similar dish or a similar, an identical element on a dish, all of that sort of thing. So, if you're wondering why people, if you're new here, then A, welcome. B, where the bloody hell have you been? I've been asking about doing these for 2 years waiting for you. Where the sodding hell have you been? Anyway, better late than never, I suppose. So if you're confused by why people are telling us what they've eaten, that's why. It's a constant. It's a thing that we do.
Well, Boaty, sorry, carry on.
No, come on.
I was just going to say, for my dinner, as expected, as anticipated yesterday, I stuck some of yesterday's roast pork into your noodles today. Oh, it's so nice. That's the reason, for cooking a larger joint of pork on a Sunday, is I get to throw it in your noodles for the rest of the week. So it was so good. It's so good. I recommend it to anybody. People need to go and watch your video, learn how to cook your noodles, and then throw their Sunday leftovers into it. I do know
leftovers. God. I never had any Sunday leftovers.
I deliberately did it. It's the same with Christmas dinner. I deliberately make more so that I can enjoy it for the days after as well. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to do next Sunday? I'm going to make extra, and I'm going to have the leftovers for my supper, for my Sunday supper.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yep, I would do that then you get. Are you okay with that? Like 2 of the same meal in the same day?
Oh God, yeah. I can cope with 2 buttocks in the same bed within a 24-hour period.
If you had 19 roast dinners, would you give 17 to me?
No. I'd give you one.
Well, give me one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway. Moving on. So Carol had coffee for breakfast with peanut butter and toast.
Are you all right with her having peanut butter on toast?
It's her own choice. She's a grown woman, a very nice grown woman. And if she wants peanut butter on toast, then God bless her for it. Let her crack on. I am not morally offended by peanut butter. I just happen not to like it myself. Polly Galtieri joins us, channel member, of course, and says hello. Barry says, yep, Brucey and his chin are singing. Andrew Buttigieg is with us and says, a very good evening, Emma and Boaty and everyone. Very good evening to you, Andrew. Peter, we've already welcomed Peter P, haven't we? 69 Fouquet. I'm going to pronounce him like Mrs. Bucket, Mrs. Bouquet. Hi, Boaty North, says 69. And Carol C goes on with more food news. Gosh, this is exciting. Lunch was a wrap, darlings, with chicken tikka, lettuce, and capsicum, which, for those who don't know, is pepper. We know it as pepper. And I'm wondering, Carol C, if you had something to moisten that wrap up, maybe a little bit of mayonnaise or something like that. Perhaps you didn't. I don't know. I'm just asking. Yeah, that sounds jolly. I ought to eat more wraps. I mean, a wrap is a nice thing. I'm going to eat a wrap this week. I'm going to make and eat a wrap. And chicken tikka with shredded lettuce is a good shout. And some chili mayonnaise, peri mayonnaise would be nice with that. And maybe a packet of potato crisps. But Jesus Christ, a nice packet of potato crisps, big up. Yes, that might be rather splendid. All right, said Fred, says 69. Bernard Cribbins, yes, please. Dinner, says Carol C, completing her trilogy of meals, was leftover curry from Saturday with that dal of moog lentils.
You lot are making me hungry. I'm going to have to go get some pork out the fridge in a minute and eat some. I'm seriously really hungry. Anyway,
what are you having for supper? Do you have supper?
Do supper. No, because I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then that's it. But when I do the live streams, I sometimes get a bit peckish, and I haven't got any snacks, so I might genuinely just go and get a slice of pork in a minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done for the day. All I'm going to eat now between now and bed is curry and rice and naan, and that's going to be it for me. Mark Passat joined us and said, "Good evening, Boaty, Emma, and good evening, chat." I think, says Paulie Galtieri, Jimmy Hill took it too far, but the message is positive. I think that's a reference to Chin Up there. Planning is so unprofessional, says Peter P. Matron is greeting people. The Hedgehog of Truth tells no lies. Absolutely correct. That's kind of the point. Sean's box is going to get pounded. Oh, dear. How is the Carberry Boaty? Asked Carol C. It didn't happen. Nothing that I planned today happened. Things that I didn't plan did happen. And it's been rather a good day. What with one thing and indeed the other. Chris has joined us. Good evening, Chris. Tickled, says 69. Hello, welcome to me. I am Matron, says Matron, in quite an imposing manner. Baddy says, what did we think of Jaguar's dreadful new advert? Well, you're kind of letting us know what you thought there. It looked like a David Bowie music video on LSD. I still haven't seen it. Is Matron 21 again? Asked Carol C. It'll be an anniversary of the 21st birthday, I imagine. Bend over in Matron's honour, says Peter P. And if you are new to the community, then welcome. And if you are watching this, you are watching Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live with me, Boaty, and my glamorous co-host, Emma Lemon, from the YouTube channel of that name. And we are proud to be brought to you in association with the Weeping Nuns of Caldy Island. They weep, so you don't have to. And the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. He boiled for your sins, you dirty buggers.
Right. Okay, so moving on. Ian Holly says, just got some new reading glasses, better than the ones I had from the opticians. Exactly the same frames, but cost me the princely sum of £1.50, last of the big suspenders. Did you buy them from like Poundland or something, or Primark? That's where I get mine from. 69 is wishing Matron a happy pre-birthday. Chris says, Boaty, why did you swap 3 cars for a Peugeot 407?
I needed to get rid of some cars, and I hoped it would do my best friend, Captain Mustard, a favour and put a couple of £1,000 in his pocket.
There we go. That guy'll be back. Sock off, says 69. Oh, who wants to take socks off? The startled look on Boaty last night. Oh, God. He was off screen, though, when he did the really long trumpet one.
I know, and I'm gutted. I wish, if I'd have known how good it was going to be, I would have stayed in shot.
Or had a behind-the-scenes camera going on. See, that's why I do it. My people are getting all my farts here.
Lucky them.
Entourage Badinage, says Marty Bowie.
Good evening, Marty. Thank you for joining us. You haven't missed anything. We've just been killing time until you got it. Everybody shift along a bit. Make room for Marty. Look, I'll move over here. Have my seat.
Yeah,
you can sit there.
Peter, give Marty some of the nibbles, please. Share them out. Barry, that Jaguar advert is more like Teletubby, says Paulie Galtieri. Matron is thanking people for the birthday wishes. Agreed. Instead of Jaguar, it's Fagua, says Barry. Jimmy 500 is singing. I don't know what the tune is, though. He's singing, if you buy this record, your life will be better, but I don't know the tune to the song. No one else?
I'm going to eat a bit of chocolate tractor.
Right, so... Oh... Well, as soon as I get a minute, I'm going to go and grab pork out the fridge, and we're going to put some salt and pepper on it, and I'm going to sit here and eat pork live on air for your enjoyment. I thought the black dude was Grace Jones to begin with, says Barry. Where did she go, says GBF 500. I don't know who we're talking about there. Yank Tank says, oh, Matron. Good evening, Yank Tank. As Boaty just explained, we are doing a live stream. Emma and Boaty, please subscribe to our channel. Come back, watch it. It's amazing. These channels are amazing. I mean, there's so many people out there missing out. I was missing out until I discovered what I was missing out on, and now I haven't stopped missing out on it since.
It's true. You haven't missed a thing.
What says Yank Tanks? Paulie Gautier says, Boaty, can you say I got hubnutted in... I
Yeah,
don't need to
I
say that
can.
really long Welsh name.
Right. Here we go. I got hubnutted in Llanfair PG. Because that is what we Welsh call it. That is only for tourists. Nobody Welsh calls it that. We call it Llanfair PG. So there you go.
There we go. Matron has kindly put out Carol's link to her channel on my request, but of course, you know, she probably would have done it anyway because she's good like that. So yeah, Wednesday 11 a.m. Oh, Wednesday, sorry, Carol sees first live stream is at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, so please join and subscribe to her. Barry says, and at no point was I thinking of cars during the whole thing. I was thinking this is utter shite.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not that shite, is it? Because all I've heard anybody talk about lately is Jaguar. And would you have been talking about Jaguar otherwise? No, absolutely not. And you know the old saying, no publicity is bad publicity. So you could argue that it's a work of marketing genius because it's put Jaguar front and center in people's minds. Maybe not for the best of reasons, but they're still talking about it. Maybe they'll do a backtrack. Maybe they'll announce something else. Maybe it's all a bit of smoke and mirrors. But the one thing for sure and certain is nobody would be going on social media saying, I was just thinking Jaguar is a fantastic mark with enormous British history. And they came out with some genuinely important, groundbreaking cars. Nobody would be doing that, but they are now. So there you go.
Right, well, Boaty, Carol C is responding to the question where she came from. She saw you on Sean's YouTube, so that's where she came from. So that's nice.
There we are then.
So that's nice, and she's now thrown herself in completely. So you obviously did a very good impression. Left a very good impression. Saucy Apocalypse says, "Please take me in, oh tender woman." Now, I don't know this song. Do you know it?
Yes, I know it.
Well, you can sing it then.
I can't. I'm trying to remember the name now. Take
Go on,
me
you
in
said you
for
want to be a
heaven's
singer.
sake. Take me in, tender woman. Sighed the snake. Yeah, it's a nice song about a snake that can talk. And it's really cold outside, and he begs the woman to take him into her house. So she does, and she treats it really well. And then the snake bites her, and she sort of dies. But before she dies, she said, "You know, what a rotten thing to do. I've been really kind to you, and you've bit me, and now I'm going to die." And the snake said, "Yeah, I'm a snake. We do that shit. You shouldn't have been so stupid as to take me in, should you?" It's kind of a salutary tale, really.
Steekel sent love, but I'm not sure if we said hello to him, so I'm saying hello to him now. Good evening, Steekel. And Jimmy 500 is here, says, "Hello all, too many to mention, but all is good enough." Matron has put her link out and explained who she is. "My route was Furious Driving," says Peter P. Captain Mustard. So Furious Driving to Captain Mustard to Boaty. So that's how he found you.
There we are. Well, what a nice route. What a nice route. You've had some lovely views along the way there.
Actually, this is really interesting. I'm quite liking knowing how people found us. So if anybody else would like to put in the comments where they found us, that'd be really interesting.
Tell them.
66
Instruct
people
them.
are watching.
Don't say if they would like. Tell them.
Yes, do it. Okay.
Yeah.
You will do it. You will put the answer in the comments whether you like it or not. How did you find Boaty? How did you find me? Please put it in the comments, and when we get to it, we will really enjoy reading it. Well, I will anyway.
We
Because that's
genuinely
really
will.
interesting. No, really, yeah. It's not a sarcastic comment. It
No,
is really
absolutely
interesting
not.
because
I would love to know.
people come in, people arrive, we say hello to them, and then that's it, and then they're in. But it's interesting. Did you find us just on a random live stream, or did you come through other people as Carol and Peter have? Yep, let us know. At least the hedgehog's warm with the candle, says Deagle. Task in Swedish is something I don't expect to see on Carol's channel, says Peter P. All right, that sounds interesting. Is that something? Is task something that may have happened in my dream, Peter P? Oh, I had a dream about Peter P. Stickle says, Boaty, we're used to you in black. Yeah, we're in colours tonight, Boaty and I. We decided to be colourful. We didn't do it on purpose.
It's night off, darlings. I'm normally suited and booted because I live stream at night, immediately walking through the door from work, and I have to be dressed in that way for work. On a Monday night, you get me cash. Oh yeah, casual and pretty much straight out of the shower.
Well, at least you've had a shower and you're nice and clean. Sometimes you're
lovely
not.
and clean.
Well, I think sometimes you're not long in from the yard, aren't you? And you're a bit smelly.
Yeah, in summer, yeah. Yeah, in
tonight,
summer when it's a late one at the yard.
I had a
But
bath as well
tonight,
this evening.
you could eat your dinner off me.
I had a bath as well this evening. So who's the cleanest, Boaty? When did you finish your shower?
About 9:30.
Oh, right. You're cleaner than me.
I've noticed.
So the hedgehog has assumed the position, says Steve Cold. Carol C says, I moderate for a 24-hour live webcam in Satellite Beach, Florida. Satellite Beach Live encouraged me to do videos. It's a blog of my life, and I do it mainly for my own enjoyment. Well, I think that's how a lot of people start. Do it for your own enjoyment. But then actually, if you start getting lots of people interested, then you start thinking, well, hang on, I might be able to make some money out of this. But actually, yeah, do it for your own enjoyment. And also, the other reason to do it, Boaty and I enjoy doing it, is to chat to people and get to know people, which is another reason for doing it. Yep.
It's mostly about the money, though, isn't it?
Well, I don't get any money, so it's not, is it?
No, but you keep banging on about wanting to. Oh, come on, everybody. I really want to get to 500 subscribers. It would mean so much to me if I got to 500 subscribers before Christmas. What you're really saying is, come on, everybody. Get me to a position where I can fleece you, where I can flog you channel memberships, where I can promise I'll do unspeakable things if you all give me £3.99 per month, and do it before Christmas so I've got some spending money.
But Boaty, I don't get any money at all, and I won't get any money at all for doing live streams on your channel. So that does go to show it's. So that does go to but at least it's on your channel, so it's bringing people to your channel. So I don't get any money.
Well, it's on your bloody channel as well now, isn't it? And you start an hour. You start an hour before me, and I discovered when I was in the shower, you do an after-show party that I wasn't invited to.
You're welcome to come to it. Did you not watch it last week?
What a fucking liberty!
Boaty, my side live stream went on for 4 hours last Monday. Matron was saying, are you going to bed yet? I said, no, I'm going to wait till it gets to the 4-hour point. 4 hours it was on for. I thought, what a good idea. You were welcome to join in. If you'd looked at your iPad, you would have seen that my camera was running and you could have jumped in. I thought you were there for the beginning, actually. I thought you were. But yeah, I just continued chatting because there were a few people in. And then they said they liked the sound of me typing, and then they liked me talking quietly. So I started doing all the, the quiet tones and everything, and they were loving it. So I've got ideas now.
To be honest, Claudia came round at just after midnight last week, so I had better things to do than.
Yeah. But just after midnight, we were still running. So what did you do to her? What did you do with her while we were finishing off the live stream?
She just let herself in and chilled out in the front parlour.
Actually, when you did your live stream last night with the camera looking out the window, I did see her looking in the window. I think she came round last night too, but you weren't there.
Oh God, the woman's insatiable, honestly. Now this was earlier in the summer, but she actually tried climbing up the drain pipe. I woke up to her yowling and seeing her white fingers clinging onto the window frame. I had to beat her up with a broomstick handle.
Was she climbing up? What do you call it? That drain pipe? The drain pipe of?
Oh, the drain pipe of dreams.
Oh, it was dreams. I wasn't sure if it was of dreams. Yeah, that all got washed off because I wanted to be added to that, but you said everyone's been washed off it. So
They have. We looked the last time Mustard was here, and there's not a trace. But we did an amazing feature, me and our mutual friend Captain Mustard, where we used my drain pipe when we had nothing better to do, and we guessed the height of famous YouTubers, and then we stalked them down and said, "We need to measure you." We actually did that.
I saw that. I've seen that video. Yeah. I just realised my little camera on the side here isn't quite focused on my breasty dumplings enough, and that's what brings people in. So just fiddle with it.
You're
That's
absolutely
better.
shameless. You're absolutely shameless. Is there
You're the one.
nothing that you? Is there nothing that you won't do for YouTube income?
You're the one who keeps on harping on about the fact that women, all they need to do is show some breasty dumplings, and the views come flying in. So I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you, Boaty, because when people see it on there, that my side live stream is literally directing people here to your channel. So I'm doing
They're
it for
not
you,
going to
Boaty.
come here. When they could, and if they do come here, they're not going to stay long. Then they say, "We don't want that bloke rattling at us. We're going back to the other one where we just get titties."
Boaty, I've just seen on my side camera, Chaz Brown says there's a better view here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he'll be listening to this, I'm sure. Listening to this with one eye on it. Oh my god, Andrew Buttergeek says the view is so much better here, Emma.
Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, all the perverts, they're all gonna be over there. They don't want to see some alpha male wobbling on at them. They want to see those non-alpha females wobbling at them.
I know,
Bloody
but
outrageous.
Boaty, you benefit so much from my boobs. You don't understand how much you benefit, because there's not only they're on the live stream and people are coming over to your channel, but when we do the secret project, that is going to take my boobs are going to take the secret project off.
Hang on, how are your boobs going to interact with the secret project? And I might not be comfortable with that, because if we are going for the option that we were talking about earlier, then proximity is going to be an issue.
Oh, I'll try and lose some weight before then you won't be so scared. Is that all right?
Just don't be directly in my line of sight. I'm fine with you when you're in the car next to me.
I'll wear clothes.
That would be a bonus.
At all times.
You know, what we were talking about earlier, I've thought of so many funny ideas for that.
I've thought of funny ideas. What you mean, for filming or just for the actual thing itself?
For film, I've been thinking of situations that could just be genuinely amusing if we went down the route that we last spoke of.
I'll look forward to hearing about it. Boaty and I had quite a long discussion this afternoon about the secret project, because there's a couple of things halting it. But once those hurdles, obstacles are out the way, which they should be, but it just takes ages, then we can go for it, and then we can let you all know what it is. And we're excited about it. And Boaty, you got me more excited about it this afternoon, because once I got all the boring stuff out the way, I started to think, well, actually, I could do this. So, it's going to be fun. And I
have some experience at getting ladies excited in the afternoon.
I hope
I'm kind of at my peak. Just before lunch, great time.
Yeah, well, I have.
And speaking of lunch, I had Momo today, just to put it out there.
Well, that's another thing I'm missing. If the secret project goes ahead, I want Momo.
Oh, I mean, that's going to be the official food of the secret project.
Well, yeah. Anyway, people don't know what we're talking about, so maybe we shouldn't milk it too much. But yeah, it's good.
I'm not sure what we're talking about. I've actually forgotten what the secret project is.
You've had lots of good ideas for it, though. That's the main thing. Oh, I'm really excited about it. I mean, I do also have the other issue that I have about my living situation at the moment. That there's something that stops me getting out and about very much. But that might, resolve a bit by then too, hopefully. 69 for Kate says, me dad fell down the green door. Well, funny.
Bunghole. Any tippy for my bunghole?
Little Lemon still says that. Oh my God, do you know what? Most days, and I'm not exaggerating, most days he wants to know when we're going to go on that log flume at Gulliver's again.
That's pants. Of all the things we did, that's the most pants thing.
I think he liked it because of the splash, But, it's sweet that he wants to go there.
Well, take him to a puddle.
Throw him in it. There you go. Oh, my bra's digging in. Hang on. Ow.
Look, you know how much I love Gullies. I would happily go there 3 times a week for the rest of my life. Lunch at the Happy Haddock, bliss. I love that place. Well, that is my happy place.
It's really funny that, I'm not saying it's awful, but the Happy Haddock, it's really funny that that's your happy place, because it's not, isn't that much to it. Is it just you've got lots of happy memories there and things like that?
No happy memories at all. I was amazed at how much it's improved. When we were there,
anything.
When we was there, it was awful. It was honestly more often than not the food would still be raw, and you'd have to just not eat it. It was really, really bad. But I made such a fuss about the Happy Haddock because I liked the name. And I got so excited about going there for the first time, and it was so shit that it just became our thing. And so we always pretended it was the most amazing place in the world, and we were, and you couldn't not be happy at the Happy Haddock. Whereas in fact, you left the Happy Haddock either hungry if you didn't eat the food, or food poisoned if you did eat it, and poor because it's incredibly expensive.
But then again, the last time you went, you didn't even get to eat much of the food. Oh, Boaty, don't give your food away next time. I felt awful. And you
I'm not falling for that one twice.
Good, because he sat there. There was this little pot of gravy, like little plastic pot, and he sat there at the table, just drinking this little pot of gravy. Well,
it's all I had.
And then you're like, you finished that. I'm going to go out for a walk and a cigarette, and I was like, but you just look really sad, and it was as if I forced you to give your sausage away. And it's like, no, you check. I could have got him something else. I offered to buy you something else, but you did look really like miffed. But you did explain later on that you were just quite thoughtful, reflecting when you were there on, your memories and how you were feeling about being there. So maybe it was part of that, but it was I just looked and I thought like, oh, you'd look forward so much to going to Gulliver's, and you talked up the Happy Haddock so much, and you finally got there, and all you got was a little plastic pot of gravy.
I had a chip, and that was nice. And I can look forward to the next time, can't I? And and next time I know what the score is. He's like, I'm not hungry. Yes, you're bloody. I don't care. You're having.
Yeah, well, Nick,
that's right. That's yours. If you're not hungry, leave it. I will eat it. Not a problem. I can manage too. Does Little Lemon get pocket money, or does he get like money at Christmas off relatives and stuff?
Well, he gets a little bit of relatives, but he hasn't got that many relatives.
Has he got any savings?
No.
It's just it's his turn next time, isn't it? So make sure he's got a couple of bob with him, won't you?
Well, actually, I think that a community member kindly bought us the lunch last time. I can't remember who it was, but I do seem to remember somebody. Yeah, I'm thinking it was Trisha or Tracy or someone. I seem to remember, but when we were there, and I remember us thanking, saying, this is on whoever it was. I may be wrong. Somebody did. I can't remember.
That's right, because I paid for it, didn't I? Because I'd been given the money. And that's why I didn't get another one, because that would have meant going into other money, and that would have spoiled their trip.
I I would have bought Little Lemon something else so you could have eaten your sausage, you great sausage. Next time you get your sausage. That was just a rehearsal. Next time will be the
I wish
proper
I could
one.
remember who it was, because I'd like to thank them again. I remember that Pingu bought us dinner in Llandudno.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was so nice.
It was.
Oh, do you know what? I loved our trips to Llandudno. I really want to go there again. Next summer,
Well,
we'll go again.
Yeah, oh, totally. But on that subject, I can announce, we will get back to the comments very shortly, but I can announce that next Monday is going to be a very meticulously planned road trip. I think.
Ooh.
I
You
think. I haven't booked anything yet. I've got to pay some stuff and see how much is left. But I've planned it out really, really meticulously. I've planned the route there, the route home. I've planned the food, the hotel, everything. I've done all of my research. It is going to be a meticulously planned road trip.
So when you said on that subject, we were talking about Llandudno. So are you saying you're going to Llandudno on Monday?
No, not to London.
Okay.
No. I wouldn't go
You're
there.
just talking about trips. Well, you're going there for your birthday, aren't you, Llandudno?
I am, but not on my own.
Oh, who are you going with?
I can't tell you.
Will we find out near the time, or is it a complete secret?
Not sure yet.
Okay. Interesting. Anyway, should we get back to the comments?
I'll tell you privately.
Oh, good. As long as I get to know, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We know it's all about you.
Oh, yeah. I've told you lots of my secrets, Boaty. I expect you to tell me yours.
I haven't got many. I blurt them all out on live streams when I'm half pissed.
You've got one now, and so I need to know this secret. I'm excited for you. I'll look forward to hearing all about it later. Anyway, where were we up to in the comments? Hedgehog's doing a Mooney, says Steve Culk. I need warming up, also, says Steve Culk. Boaty's farting issues are due to ham and fried onion toasties twice a day.
Ian, you're a terrible man. You're a terrible man.
I'm glad
I'm getting
Monday.
49,000 pings.
What should we listen to them then?
I think we should. Mr. Parry has been waiting patiently, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I think we should probably.
Good evening, Mr. Parry, sir.
Here he comes.
Good evening to our Boaty on this Monday night live. Hopefully, when the camera turns on, hopefully we'll find out Emma. Anyway, we're a bunch of cheeky bastards here, sir. Sorry to swear. Did you actually get your YouTube money today? Did you? Was it paid in? And what did you end up doing with not going to the yard, sir? What did you have for your dinner? Anyway, and have you fixed our car, you broke, sir? The Rover 25. And also, what was I going to say? Today for my dinner, for the snack, I had chicken and mushroom soup, followed by a coffee. This evening meal was Cumberland sausage, mashed beans, followed by Victoria sponge and another posh coffee. So thank you very much. As I said last night, if anybody's feeling down, sit back and relax and forget about your troubles while you're on Boaty's live, while you're with the Emma. We made you captain on the chat. Veterinary Project Nigel. We'll have Mrs. Greenwood, Mrs. Tracy. I'd like to thank everybody for taking charge of this channel, listening and spending time. And thank you very much, Mr. Jason, for making me part of this channel and let me do a few voice messages. So thank you very much, and I look forward to watching. always overweight. I was once too drunk and terrific, but I've got to tell you that I'm finding fat. Thinking fat is a lot easier to maintain. Too much fun.
I'd like to wish Mrs. Greenwood, Tracy, a happy 60th birthday this week. I'm looking for a 60-year-old. Sorry, I got you wrong. A 70-year-old woman this year. Anyway, we love our Tracy Greenwood in the background. We know she can take a joke. Thank you very much. Head trumpet of truth, Emma. If she was going to date, if she could choose between Boaty or Project Nigel or a mystery man, which would she pick? Out of the three people, a mystery man, Project Nigel, or Boaty, if she was to date one. And do you mind letting anyone drip? So I know it's called a windy cottage, but you do letting your fridge up going like this. Thank you very much. I was grabbed by the scruff of the neck by Boaty, so get on my channel now and watch it. I'm only joking. I was watching just a few videos. I watched Matt where he's driving there to tune in. So I did one day. I am to see you. You broke down on the way, and I've been watching you. I'd say more than Project Nigel. I watch a few videos of Project Nigel, but to be honest, I watch you every single night. I watch it. That's why I came over to you, sir. Anyway, my neck still sore when you drag me over. And watch this channel now. And P.S. Don't worry, I've twatted the like button on yours as well. So you're going to be live in the background on your channel as well. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Parry asked a
done yet.
question there.
Tits. That's what we watch out for. Tits. And the wonderful titties. How we all love our Emma. She's the right part of the channel.
And we're done.
So I heard Mr. Parry ask a question there to me, and I wasn't sure. I heard him give us a choice of Boaty, Project Nigel, and a mystery man, but I didn't hear what the question was.
Oh, who would you hump?
Oh, Boaty.
Oh,
That's
okay.
an easy one. I mean, mystery man. It depends, I suppose. Mystery man could appear, and I could look and think, oh my God, absolutely not. So mystery man is too much of a mystery for me. I like to see who I'm getting, Project Nigel, are we talking about the car or Captain Mustard? Project Nigel, I'm not into humping cars. If we're talking about Captain Mustard, well, he's a married man and he's not my type anyway. That's absolutely Boaty, 100%. I thought
Is he
everyone
not
knew
your
that anyway.
type? Is Mustard not your type?
No.
He wears glasses.
He's a lovely guy, but that's just not my type. I like tall, thin men.
Well, I'm not your type then, am I?
You are quite thin, aren't you?
I'm a tall.
You got slender arms and things.
Yeah, it's just the middle part of me that lets me down, isn't it?
And I do love dark curly hair. A lot of my exes have got dark curly hair, so yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not one of a member of the Mustard Muff Magnet Club.
Oh, thank you, matron. See, I was too busy doing my housework then, and matron has very kindly reminded me to put my wine in the freezer.
I'm enjoying my pork. Anyway, I should really read some comments because I think we're getting behind again, as we tend to on Mondays. I did notice, and I could be wrong, but I think Chef Daniel sent a little super sticker thing, but we'll have to get, if you did send it, Chef Daniel, or someone did, you'll have to bear with us, please, because I'm not sure, it's going to be a way down before we get to it. The notification hasn't come up.
Nothing's popped up at the top of my doings.
There was a red thing, a blue thing came up, and you know, like last week, there was somebody who was putting them on, and they weren't coming up at the top. The blue things. I think it's either the super sticker or it's something. Anyway, we'll get to it eventually. But thank you, whoever did put that there. And sorry if it wasn't Chef Daniel. I thought it said it, but we'll. Oh, pork's making me burp now. We'll see when we get there. Right, where were we? Oh, about an hour ago, Barry shot off because he's hungry and he wanted to stretch his legs. Mike S., who is, of course, my lovely Norwich neighbour. Well, I say neighbour, I don't know where he lives, but I know he's in Norwich with us. He says, hi all, I'm glad Monday's nearly over. Good evening, Mike S. I have to like the Norwich people. Boaty blown his big end out last night, says Paulie Gualtieri. Tractor, says Pingu. Hedgehog's turned his back on us, says Steekold. Oh dear. Was that the walking I heard about? I don't know what that was in relation to. 69 for care, sorry. Bad Book says dinner was leftover roast chicken and shallot sarnies. Tea was leftover chicken in cream and garlic and shallot and paprika sauce. That sounds nice. And sprouting broccoli and French beans. So what's that? Chicken in cream and garlic and shallot and paprika sauce. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I really fancy that now. Little cheese wraps are nice, says 69 Phuket. Boaty wouldn't think that because he doesn't like little. No,
Or
doesn't like
cheese.
cheese. Or cheese,
Yeah.
I meant.
Yeah.
Or little.
Yeah,
JT
that's
says
just
God
doing
bless
nothing
you
for
guys.
me.
JT says God bless you guys.
Oh, God bless you too.
So we're thinking of 69 Phuket, and you said you're going to say it like bouquet. It reminded me when I was married, my surname was Buckley. And I used to say, it's pronounced Bouclé. And I would genuinely quite often answer the phone, the Bouclé residence, the lady of the house speaking. I thought it was funny at the time anyway.
Yeah, I can see why you're divorced.
Well, because I didn't like the name Buckley, to be fair.
Now, so your surname now, that's obviously the surname that you were born with?
Yeah, because it's the same as Tracy's, yeah.
Right. The artist formerly known as Mrs. Boaty has still got my surname because she said, bugger it, it's better than mine, I'm keeping it.
You have got a nice surname. It sounds very posh.
Oh, she thinks so. So, yeah, if you, she is the only other one out there, I think. So, there you go. If she outlives me, my name will live on for a little while.
I was recommended a Facebook person. Well, it wasn't a person, it was a dog who was called Larry Parry Hughes.
Laddie.
Laddie, that was it. So there was a dog out there with your surname.
But Lad's no longer with us, sadly. Laddie used to be brilliant on social media. He used to give me so much stick on Facebook. He used to be. Oh. He was a lot funnier than me. He used to be absolutely hilarious. Oh, I miss Lad. He was a beautiful dog.
His own YouTube channel.
He would have if he was still here.
Paul Calf says, my God, there's a bug. Sometimes I don't know what people are talking about, but he says hello anyway. Mark Patel
he might have seen my fly. Mr. Fly is still alive and well and keeping me company.
I now have meat between my teeth. Excuse me. Mark Passad did cottage pie for supper. Yum. Rooster Spuds only, says GBF 500. Mr. O'Connell is or was here. And good evening, Mr. O'Connell. Says, I'm not a fan of peanut butter too, and I think, and to think the Americans mix it with jam is just outrageous. Well, actually, peanut butter and jam on toast is very tasty. I have to say, I've had it for years and years and years and years. But when I used to work in an office, I would often go down for my breakfast and get peanut butter and jam on toast. I can't have it now because of my bowel issues, but...
Oh, you did really well. That is... Right, it is now 11 o'clock and you did an entire hour without mentioning your bowels. The bells are ringing for me and my girl.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
It's
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 wine
wine o'clock, darlings. It is wine o'clock. So
yeah, there's no news tonight, I'm afraid. I'm not doing it. I'm only going to do the wine o'clock news when we have other features going on, because it's too exhausting otherwise. If we should sometimes,
news.
yeah, wine o'clock news.
News.
It's the wine
It's the
o'clock
wine
news.
o'clock news. Da, da,
Do,
da.
do, do. You miss it, don't you, Boaty?
It's the one feature I liked. The rest of them were crap.
Oh, you invented most of them.
That's why they were crap.
I did like mustard beasting Boaty. That was funny, and you did laugh at that a lot.
Oh, some of those were absolutely hilarious.
Staying off the grid is telling us to oil up, and I seem to remember them saying that.
He's
last
not
week as well.
interested in going on holiday with you. He just wants some nice titties on his channel.
Yeah. Telling the truth, though, to be fair. Oh, it was funny. DM is here. Good evening, DM. Says peanut butter and jam is the best comfort food. It is nice. 69 Forget says peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Muppet Show. Pingu says, Boaty, how's your cottage mate Jeff Goldblum doing today?
Still with us. He's still with us. He is somewhere close by at the moment. I'm not sure exactly where he is, but yeah, he's been keeping me company today when I've been in, and he seems to be clinging on to life.
Can I just say, Nikki is looking at my own live stream. Nikki, come over to Boaty's World and join in the proper live stream, because it's more fun there. You could get to see both sides. Please, it'd be really fun. Come over and join us.
Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Get stuffed. Lovely. Right, where did we get this?
Mark Passad has a hedgehog question for me. In a perfect world, where would you live, who with, and how many children? Right. Somebody did ask me last week where I would like to live. It's really difficult for me to say where I would like to live, because I don't know. There's nowhere that I think, oh, I would love to live there. Last week or the week before, I said Cornwall because it's supposed to be nice. I've never been there, though. It's supposed to be warm, scenic, nice. But again, I think partly I'm quite limited by the fact I don't drive. So that does limit where I can live.
Live in Llandudno. It's great.
Well, I don't know anybody there. I'll be all on my own. So I can't. I mean, I could say I suppose I could say what sort of property I would like to have. I would like to have a small but nice house with maybe 3 bedrooms and a nice garden in a quiet area. But it would need good bus routes, and it would need local amenities because I don't drive. Who with? Who with? Are we talking about famous people? I don't know. Do you know what? It's difficult. People ask. That's a very difficult question, because I like living on my own at the moment. I suppose I might not want to live on my own forever, because the thought of living on my own for the rest of my life might get a bit lonely. I suppose. I don't know. I'm not answering this very well, am I? How many children? Well, I always wanted 5. I ended up with 4, but I had wanted 5. So sorry, that was a bit of a roundabout way of answering that didn't really get to a proper answer. Oh, Nikki, you are here. Good. I'm glad you're here. Nice to see you here this evening, Nikki. Yeah, I would like to live in Durham because that's where Nikki lives, and she was one of my besties up there. Isn't that right, Nikki? Bring me back to Durham. We had some fun times up there. Actually, yeah. In an ideal world, I would like to have stayed in Durham with the partner I had in Durham, with my children in Durham. That would have been nice, but it wasn't to be. Never mind. Matron has put out my channel very kindly. Paul Calf says, "I'm guessing you don't sleep together." What, Boaty and I? We're blooming 250 miles apart or something, aren't we, Boaty?
It doesn't look like that, but yep, we are. 250 very boring miles as well. Bloody hell.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'll have to see if I still lived in Durham. You'd have a much more interesting drive to come and see me.
Yeah. Or if you lived in Llandudno, even better.
I can't move to Llandudno just so that your drive to me would be more interesting.
You selfish cow.
Sorry about that. How much are properties in Llandudno? I bet they're quite expensive. I bet they're not cheap.
God, I should know this because I used to look quite regularly. They're not bad, actually.
I'm gonna have a quick look. What's that? Quick nosy. Right move. I'm just going to
Right,
type
Payne
Llandudno.
1737 reminds us that Donald Trump said, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. He did say that. I saw it. Lee Jean is with us, and a very good evening to you. Evening up. Last night, I watched later on in bed, and my God, I wet myself laughing. Funniest live stream ever. It was a funny one last night. Glad you enjoyed it, Lee. It was good fun. He's smoking weed, says Payne. What? I'm not. I don't need to talk about somebody else. Papa Pork, says Peter P. Oh, right. Oh, right. I see. Matron has shown somebody the door. Hubnut found his glasses, says Steve. The glasses of the previous owner of his Berlingo, says Paulie. I am... Oh, Carol C's going walking at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Boaty's best impression of it so far, says Steve Colt. 69 drove a Mondeo Jag, and it was a nice ride. Matron's kindly put the link out for the Boaty's World Facebook group.
Okay.
It's fun there. There is my friend the fly. There he is. Right. He might come and say hello. I think
there's 3-bedroom semi-detached houses in Llandudno. Obviously, these are probably the cheapest ones, are probably in the not very desirable area, but they look quite nice. Yeah, they start from about 170,000.
Oh, cheap as chips.
The thing is, little Lemon is settled in a school, and I've got family here, so I couldn't move away from Norwich really. But yeah. So sorry, Boaty, you're gonna have to continue driving to Norwich if you want to see me now.
Great. Paulie Galtieri says the last groundbreaking media ad by Jaguar was way back in 1986 with the launch of the XJ40. They made a special TV program. Well, they didn't make a very good car. The XJ40 was pants. Absolutely pants. I had some. They were pants. Steve Oak says my Rover 25 brought me here. DM says I found Boaty through Sean. Squid Game says is his name is Squid Game is a liar. I saw no squids. And he says, have you seen any swallows? Well, no, Squid Game. It's the swallows will have flown south for the winter. You won't see swallows in the UK. They will come back in spring though, along with the swifts. Pingu says mustard, Boaty, lovely Emma, hooked. Matron says, how I found you. I was live streaming with a mutual eBay friend of mine and Boaty's, so I started watching Boaty. The end. Yeah, Matron's been with me by my side literally from day one. And I did a guest appearance on a mutual friend's live stream, and that kind of got me into the idea. And yeah, Matron's just been along for the ride. Well, more than along for the ride. I mean, Matron is now my manager in her role as patron of Mary Huff Management. She manages myself, Emma, and Mustard. The view's better on Emma's channel. Yeah. Paulie Galtieri found Boaty at Mustard's yard, struggling to change a wheel. From that day on, I said to myself, this bloke is entertaining. Bloody hell. Somebody thinks I'm entertaining. Blimey.
When you're changing a wheel.
I know. I've never seen the hedgehog move so much on a stream, says Steve Colk. That's the problem with doing it vertically. There's, Bad Book says Agatha Allegro to Project Nigel to £500 car challenge stroke Boaty's World to Emma. Yeah, my channel was originally called £500 Cheap Card Challenge. Jimmy F500 came through Classic Britain, Project Nigel, and then on to Boaty. Speaking of flogging us, is there any merch news, though, Pete? No, I was going to do it today, and then I did something else instead. But I will do it, I promise. Andrew says, if you're watching on a mobile phone, you swipe down for Emma's behind the scenes live and swipe back up for the main event. Oh, well, there you are. 69 Food K saw a hedgehog in the road, so stopped and picked it up and put it in a random garden. That's very kind of you. I want a Boaty mince bag styling coffee mug and hub-nutted t-shirt, says Paulie Galtieri. Right, I will get on the case tomorrow. Peter P says, the sound from here, the view from Emma's.
Oh, no!
£500 cheap card challenge is some deep Boaty lore, says Chef Daniel. Yeah, that goes way back. Jim Sparks is here and says, goodness gracious me. The nice lady doing it has got enormous eyes and they're absolutely lovely. I find them incredibly entrancing. Even though I'm gay, I think that she looks lovely. Well, that's very kind of you to say so, Jim Sparks. And thank you for your comment and thank you for being open with us. And good luck with your lifestyle. I, for one, applaud you. Well done. Emma's next Hoover is going to Mars, says Steve Colt. Language Timothy. Sorry, father. Meow. Hello from the US, says Robert, and hello to you. We've got many friends over the heading pond. I've lived in America twice, and I have a deep and abiding connection with all things American. Ian says, fresh in the frozen food section at Island, frozen breasty dumplings. Don't worry, Boaty, says Chaz Brown. We hop in and out here too. We need the camera moving up, says Steecle. I'm no pervert, says Robert. Boaty should have a second kitchen cam on the go, says Peter P. Next week, I will have. Next week, I'm doing my own behind the scenes, different thing. And that's going to be on the UK Singles Network channel. Hey, what's up, says Tommy Temper. It's the opposite of Dan. Butter Basket is here and says, nice hair. Thank you, Butter Basket. I appreciate that. Is it cold where you are? Yeah, it's the UK. Weird comments just then, says Paulie. May I ask where you two are from in the UK? The reason I ask is I've been there a few times, says Robert. Certainly, Robert. I am originally from South Wales and I now live in the Peak District National Park. Emma is originally from London and now lives in East Anglia. I have a strange urge to go for a milkshake, says Jim Sparks. Nepali food, says 69. Momo, says Andrew. The secret project is all about getting Momo for Emma. Why is Mustard walking the streets at midnight, asked Steve Cold. Right. I've got an urge for fish and chips, says Robert, because they're awful here in the US. They are indeed. Happiness is a warm Momo, says Andrew. Jim Sparks is in love with Emma. Steve T loves the Beavis and Butthead impression. Any tippy for my bunghole. 69 missed last night, fell asleep. You missed a really good one. Rob Hedgehog is here. Evening all. Hope you're all well. Hello to you, Rob. And hello to anybody who is new to the channel or has just joined us. If you're watching this, you are watching Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live with me, Boaty, and my glamorous co-host, Emma Lemon of the Emma Lemon YouTube channel. Check it out. Subscribe. You'd be mad not to. And we are brought to you proudly in association with the Weeping Nuns of Caldy Island. They weep so you don't have to. And the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. He boiled for your sins. Emma, it's over to you.
Right, well, I shall continue with some comments. Steve Colk says that he is getting Mona Lisa vibes from me, which is interesting. Matron is suggesting to Jim Sparks that he tries one of the spicy sites for well, nudes. And says, oh, I just realised no terrible carvery for Boaty today.
No, didn't
Paulie
happen.
Paulie Gaultieri says, I'm surprised it's still there in Matlock Bath. Presumably talk about Gulliver's.
I love
Comment on
Gulliver's.
that at all? No.
I
Jim
just
Sparks,
think it's a fantastic place and I love it there.
Jim Sparks says, well, I'm here now. Let's see what it's about. You're really welcome to be here, Jim Sparks. I hope you will stick around and subscribe because we have quite a laugh here. On Mondays in particular, because I'm here. The rest of the week on this channel, you will see a lot of videos from Boaty and community chat on other evenings. If you subscribe to me, I also do a live stream and I've got videos on my channel. So it's lovely to have you here. Let us know whereabouts in the world you are as well, please. Oh, I love the way that Carol C has also put out wine in the freezer. She's right. I love the way that she's so involved. It's fantastic. And you not only got Matron reminding you, you've got other people now.
This is what I need. I need to be controlled.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're not my kind of guy then. Has Paul Calf cooked off? Says Steve Colg. Can't find you at Emma's, Steve Colg, says Peter P. I don't know what that means. I'm getting confused. Andrew Butsky says, Jim, if you donate £20, the host may show something. I like the way that Andrew has now decided that that's going to be the new feature. Gusset, says Peter P. A sock, says 69. Ed says, are you two an item? No, we're both human beings. But thank you very much for being here, and please do like and subscribe. Andrew Buttigieg says socks. Someone else said that a minute ago, yeah. Ed would like to know if we're in love. Paulie Gaultieri says, Boaty, would you... Oh, Boaty would give you his last Rolo because he's that kind of guy. Well, Boaty would probably give me his last Rolo because he doesn't like chocolate very much, so...
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Chef Daniel gave you £2 and said, warm wine tonight. Oh, he hasn't put it in the freezer yet.
Bless you. Oh, that's really kind. Thank you so much. That's really kind.
Pingu says, Boatster, are you still planning on working at Gulliver's next year? Oh, yeah, you did say that you were thinking of doing that. Remember, applying for Gulliver's.
Yeah, I do. And it would still be an option. It all depends where things go over the next couple of months. But as I've mentioned on a couple of live streams, that if something isn't in place that I'm happy with by the 1st of next year, then I'm going to make some very radical changes in my life. Because I'm not getting any younger. Well, let's face it, I'm nearly dead. How much longer have I got left to do things? So
I'm sorry, but you're like only a couple of years older than me, and I'm only halfway through my life, dearie. So you've got many years ahead of you.
well, yeah, but I want to make the most of them.
I know, but you keep on saying that you're nearly dead. Oh, I probably haven't got much long on this planet. I'm in God's waiting room. I mean, there's quite a few people of our age in this on these live streams, and it's, you know, we should be promoting how, like, we're in our second teenage years now, second adolescence. Like, the world is opening up to us. You know, the world is our oyster now. We've done all the family stuff and marriages and boring stuff. Now we're
We
free.
showed that this year. We've shown that. Look at the mad things we did this year.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
We led by example.
We did, but you do often talk about how you're in God's waiting room and soon you're going to be turning your face to the wall and all of that.
But people know that I'm being ironic because they've seen the videos. They've seen the stuff that we get up to. They know that we are full of life and joie de vivre.
But that is the thing, is that I feel that I'm at the point in my life where it's like, you know, when you're a teenager or early 20s, you have these things you want to do. I want to get married, I want to have children, I want to buy a house. I've done all that stuff. And now it's like, right, now it's time to have fun and have life and all the things I should have done when I was younger, but I was too busy dreaming about settling down. Now it's like, let's have fun and a good time. But we did do it this year. We'll do it more next year. So, sorry, it was just, you do often say, oh, I'm nearly dead. So it's like,
I know I do.
Not that again.
But then I also say I'm still an 11-year-old boy. And it's all true. Sometimes I am nearly dead. Sometimes I'm an 11-year-old child. But you know me. Life is there to be grabbed by the balls. And in many ways, I grab life by the balls on a daily basis. However, professionally, I'm not grabbing life by the balls at the moment. And and like I said, come the new year, there could be a massive pivotal change in my life. And Gulliver's could well fit into it, because the lifestyle that I'm considering, then Gullies with the seasonal work and the with it not being full time, could well fit in, and it would be a bit of a dream come true. I would love to work at Gullies, and they purposely hire older workers, so they're not biased against the older person.
What do you think you would like to do? Run the chairlift?
I'd love to run the chairlift. That would be awesome.
Or work in the Happy Haddock?
That would be awesome. It would
Because
all be awesome.
You've got all the restaurant experience. You'd be far too qualified to be in the Happy Haddock. I can imagine you though wandering around, you know, in the Happy Haddock, chatting with the customers about Gulliver's and what a great time they're having.
I would like Boo's job, because obviously, as you know, Boo left her job. I would like her job.
I can't remember what she did.
Well, I mean, she started out just working in one of the catering kiosks, but she ended up managing the place.
Managing, yeah, that was it. Yeah.
She ran the hotel. She ran the many aspects of the park, and I'd love to do that. I'd love to run the hotel. I would love to run aspects of the park. I would love to just wander around, making sure that everybody was having a terrible time, and clipping children around the ear and then denying it, all of that sort of thing. I hate kids.
Excuse me, this phone is saying it's a low battery, but it is plugged in.
But it's what?
This phone is saying it's on low battery, but I have got it plugged in.
Oh.
The phone you gave me, Boaty.
And you did freeze and you did disappear.
Am I there now? Can you see me now?
Yeah, it must have been when you got the
right,
when you got the low.
I did have it. I have got it. Okay, it's saying it's plugged in now. I might be frozen now.
When you got the lower power warning, it would freeze the doings.
Right, I mean, it's saying it's charging now, so hopefully we're all right, but I've had it plugged in the whole time. So what I did was I pulled the plug out and put it back in again. Hopefully we're going to be okay, because it's still got a lot of time to go yet.
Sean would like you to know that the average sold price for a property in Llandudno over the last year is between 215,000 and 238,851 of the King's pounds. So thank you, Sean, and hello, mate. It's nice that it's nice that you're tuning in. I love it when famous people tune in. Isn't that brilliant?
And Peter P says, if only there was a video of the trip to Gulliver's. And of course there is, both on your channel, Boaty's channel, and on my channel. So you can go and see what it was all about, our trip. Yeah, sorry about that. My doings distracted me, so that's probably interrupted your story. Did you get to the end of your story?
I think so. I can't remember what it was.
Sorry about that. 18 more quid to go, Jim. Are willing to donate still? I'm not sure what he's meaning by that.
20 quid for you to get your kit off, or
yeah,
me,
but that was
both of us.
That was his decision. We didn't approve that decision, so we don't have to, do we?
Well, no, we don't. But honestly, Peter, 20 quid, I will.
Oh, right,
I'll do anything for £20.
Peter P suggesting that maybe Bernard might be going to Llandudno in January with you.
My lips are sealed. I cannot say anything.
I can't wait to find out later. Jim Sparks says, I'm ignorant. What's a quid? Cheese and toast for me, says Decog, and beans. The kebab shop was shut. A pot noodle, says 69.
Well, hang on, answer him. He's asked what a quid is. He's obviously not from the UK.
Oh, sorry. I'm
right,
sorry.
Jim,
Matron replied. So I
quid
left it.
is
Sorry.
a slang term for £1 sterling, our currency unit here in the UK.
Boaty, I was just saying the reason I didn't answer because Matron replied straight underneath. But sorry, I should have said Matron who was telling him, and I didn't because I'm still learning. Jim Spark says, "Oh, okay. I've never donated before. How do you go about it? Are you wanting to donate to Boaty? If you are, you can. I don't know. What would you want me to say, Boaty? Do you want me to? There's PayPal.
Oh, Matron will deal with it. Matron will sort it.
Matron, you can respond to that. No, don't leave us, says Jim. I think I popped away because for some reason. They will. Oh, we went. That was when Stephen Parry rang in. We both got up off our chairs, I think. Yeah, Matron has been explaining it. So thank you very much, Matron. Someone's got their mic on while they're in the toilet again, says Matron. Toilet break, says Andrew Buttergeek. They've given up on us, says Deacle. Heard a title there, M, says 69. It sounds like Boat's using his steamer, says Matron. Tinkle toes, says 69. And Matron thanked Mr. Stephen Parry. Boaty, is there any chance of letting the orb out of the fridge, says Deacle. Crikey, Trace, have you got a big enough spatula for Mr. Parry, says Andrew Buttergeek. Mr. Man equals Mr. Parry, says Peter P. What's she got to eat, says Jim Sparks, and Matron replies, pork. Emma's on the snacks, says Steve. Pork, says Chef Daniel. He would know he's a chef. Nice, says Jim. In Search of Orb says, someone needs to tell this fella to stop sending so many messages. Oh, it's Mr. Parry. I'm starving, says Steve. Mr. Parry likes boobs, I think, says Andrew Buttergeek. Busy Mr. Parry, says Jimmy F500. Big one, says Peter P. Matron says, if anyone was watching Big in the 90s earlier, Steve Berry actually says Port Sunlight in the Wirral, which was a crossover I never expected would happen. Boaty the old racing snake, says Peter P. Paulie Galtieri says, the man from Del Monte, he says yes. Mustard's too hairy, says Steve Colg. Yeah, I don't know how mustard hairy is. I don't know how hairy mustard is, like on the rest of him. But if the rest of his body is as hairy as the bit that you can see above his collar, then that's too hairy for me, I'm afraid.
He is very hairy.
I like head hair, but I don't really like much hair on the rest of the body. My friends used to say that my type was overgrown schoolboy. Basically, I'm not into facial hair, not into like chest hair.
I looked at myself in the mirror when I got out of the shower today, and I was surprised at how hairy I am. I didn't think I was that hairy.
Maybe as you get older, you're growing more hair.
Yeah, I didn't think I had any chest hair or hair on the front of me, and I've got loads. You see it more when it's wet.
Well,
Look like I had Bruce's wig over my nipples.
If it's grown that quickly, then maybe there's something wrong. You're taking too much testosterone or something. Right, let's scroll down a bit. Sugar, I tick them boxes, says Andrew Buttergeek. No fighting over it, says 69. Boaty looks cold, like myself, says Steve Cold. You're in there, Andrew, says Peter P. How did he get in there? What were we talking about? Sometimes people are talking about a conversation we've had an hour ago, and I can't remember what the conversation was.
I think you were talking about your type.
Well, an hour ago, I don't think I was I? Oh, maybe, yeah, I probably was. Yeah. I'm quite fussy with my type, I suppose. I'm quite fussy, but I think that Boaty's lovely. So, maybe I'm not that fussy. Sorry, Boaty. William O'Riordan says, hello from Ireland. Good evening, William. There was a compliment in there somewhere, Boaty.
Yeah, somewhere. Dig deep.
They are Welsh left and English on the right, says Matron, which is right.
But I was married to an Irish woman.
Yeah, and Paulie Galtieri says Buckley is an Irish surname, indeed, because Irish. So yeah, Boaty and I both married Irish people. Whereabouts in Ireland was your wife from, Boaty?
Dundalk.
Oh,
Dundalk, so border country, so north of Dublin and just on the Republic side of the border between south and north.
okay. Just out of interest.
But
Care,
her people, as usual, her people are spread all over.
yeah, as they are in Ireland. Care duties are calling, so going to say night. Everyone, sweet dreams, says Ian Hulley, and good night to you, Ian. I know you've probably already gone a long time ago. Her husband is of Irish descent, says Matron, which is what I just, yeah. Buckley is not Irish, says William. Yes, it is indeed. And my ex-husband was called William. I've just given his name away now, haven't I? Everyone could go and hunt him down. Andrew Buttergeek says, wish I still looked like I did in the photo I posted on the Facebook page, Peter P. Shout out to Darren, says Steekle. Darren, hi. Right. People saying good night to Ian. It was wine o'clock and deploy the nipples, says Peter P. William O'Riordan says, lovely Irish, English, Scottish, Welsh, all beautiful. Peter P will be round with nipples and nips for all the merrygoers, says Matron. That was half an hour ago when wine o'clock came out. Get the blood out, says Steekle. Jellied nipples, says Andrew Buttergeek. 69 says, you lot are awful, but I like you. Steekle says, Boaty drinks wine from Portugal made from Cliff Richard's homeless children. Interesting.
I would do.
Good day, Stitchers, says Brad. Good day, Brad. Hope you're having a good time. Presumably you're down under with a greeting like that. A bit of Dick Emery 69, says Andrew Buttergeek, which it was. Cliff, says Andrew. Alan Simpson says, greetings, honourable community. Apologies for my tardiness. I'm in Blackpool tonight, and I have just been out for the Illuminations drive. It worked splendidly with an OMD soundtrack. Well, the Blackpool Illuminations. So put us some videos in the Boaty's World Facebook group so we can see what they look like this year. Live beside Sean, says Jimmy F500. Love from Zimbabwe, says Shane. Good evening. Hope you're having a nice time in Zimbabwe. I think I'm here, said Nikki, because I told her to get over here from my live stream. Come and live here. It's going to be 37 degrees today, says Brad. Matron says, hi, Alan. I love driving the Illuminations. Done it twice now. One is up on my channel, indeed. Go and have a look at Matron's channel later. And the Greenwood. And oh, that was loud. And you can look at her drive for the Illuminations. Are you starting to cook your dinner or something, Boaty? You're defrosting something.
Yep.
Fair enough. I would recommend as a Monday excursion, says Alan Boaty. Alan is recommending you look at the Blackpool Illuminations as a Monday excursion.
Oh, what a good idea. What a good idea.
That would be nice. Was that a trouser trumpet?
No.
The Blackpool Illuminations would be good December content for you as well, Boaty, because, you know, they're up for Christmas, aren't they?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Splendid idea.
People are welcoming my friend Nikki, which is lovely. Sheba got banned from a rescued cat stream for saying she got her own tablet and using too many emojis, says Steve Kulg. I'm talking Sydney, Australian, says Brad. Shane said, love from Zimbabwe again. So thank you for giving us more love from Zimbabwe. Have some back. Africa in the house, says 69. Emma could shack up with the Pink Panther in Durham, says Alan Simpson. Who's the Pink Panther in Durham? Is that a community member or something?
No, it's the old joke. Where does Pink Panther live? Durham. Durham.
Oh,
Durham.
Actually, thinking of Pink Panther, lots of people used to say the ex-Mr. Lemon looked like Peter Sellers. Lots of people said that. I thought he did too. I was married to Peter Sellers. Peter Sellers look alike. Just good vibes, says Shane. Was Enola Gay played at all, Alan, says Andrew Buttergeek. Nikki Hall, who is my wonderful friend from Durham, who I love very much, says, hi, Peter and Greenwood. Please come back, Emma. Durham is not the same without you all. Oh, I wish I could come back. I'd love to come back. Maybe one day. Old Durham Town by Roger Whittaker, says Jimmy F500. Electricity, Alan, says Peter P. Alan Simpson. Sorry, I thought something was on fire. I thought I smelled something burning. If I suddenly jump up and start screaming, my house is on fire. Alan Simpson says, I didn't expect to enjoy it as much, Matron, but the soundtrack and the light combo was awesome. Plus, on a Monday night, there's very few folk around, so you can keep stopping to take pics. So, yeah, Monday sounds good. I wonder if there could be a cheap Travelodge that you could do an overnighter as well, Boaty, for one of your cheap
Worth a
Travelodge.
look, isn't it?
Blackpool, they're often quite cheap.
Yeah, worth a look.
When I
That's a
used to always
good
take
idea.
my kids to Blackpool, and I used to stay in the Travelodge near the Pleasure Beach there.
Right, well, I
She-
have meticulously planned my first one, and I'm going to go into massive detail about that tomorrow night, just to warn you. So avoid that if you can. But yeah, I'm Blackpool for the next one. Why not?
There's something for you to tune into tomorrow night. I like the way that you're keeping the suspense going, so people have to come tomorrow night to find out about that.
No, I'm giving them the chance to avoid it. I'm going to be really boring. I'm going to go into massive detail.
Oh,
honestly,
be there for that one.
I have meticulously planned this to the nth degree, and I'm going to go into massive detail on it. I'm going to bore you all rigid.
Boaty, can you take over the comments because mine's shot to the end, please?
Yeah, where are we?
Someone says Alan Simpson said about going to Blackpool, but
oh, okay, right. Let me find you.
I mean, I might find it first to be. Oh, here we go. I found it.
You.
Oh,
okay,
I found it too.
Right, Matron says, yeah, I added music to my video doings, and it totally makes it. Hi, Andrew, says Alan. Matron would like everybody to join the Facebook group, and I would love that too. Alan says Enola game, messages, electricity, Tesla girls, and Telegram, all master flashes. Well, I love Souvenir, but it was too chilled for this occasion. Sounds amazing, Alan, says Matron. I will go and watch your video, Matron, says Alan. Look at them having a love it. Oh, thank you, Alan, says Matron. Hello all, says Fun Stuff 24, and a great big hello to you lovely, wonderful bowl of angel delight you. Emma is looking beautiful tonight, says Steve Colg. Alan can also report that the Brightside Brekkie was also a triumph. Very different from an Olympic or early starter, more upmarket, but so tasty. Are there any photos, asked Peter P. And there are, and they will be posted along with Blackpool photos on the Boaty's World Facebook group that Matron put the link to. Sean, who has been lurking all this time, is off to bed and says good night all. Good night, Sean. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your behind-the-scene messages. And whoever said that I should live next door to Sean, I would absolutely love that. I would absolutely love that. Matron posts the link to her Blackpool video, and we'll also put it in the Facebook group. Alan Simpson had fish and chips tonight. Figured that he had to in Blackpool, and that does make some sense. Doesn't Emma have a cracking smile, says Alan. Steve Cole would like to zoom in on Emma. Paulie Galtieri says, Boaty, do you remember the American Adventure theme park on the edge of Hena? I remember it very, very well indeed. Yeah. I was no stranger to the American Adventure, and it was a shame it went. Vilmos Benedek says, question of the day. Which relationship would you rather be in? Right. Okay. Emma, you ready?
Okay.
Which relationship would you rather be in? A, where you, as the man, are the one who is in love with her, but she just loves you, but she's not in love with you. Or B, where the woman is.
Sorry, can you repeat? I didn't understand the question.
Oh, would you rather be in a relationship where you're in love with somebody, but they love you, but they're not in love with you? Or would you rather be in a relationship where the opposite is true?
So the opposite would be that
that
they're in love with me, but I don't love them. I'm not in love with them, but I love them.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't care.
God, this is complicated. I've got to get my head around the question first. So
just say A or B.
I want to answer it honestly. So Probably the one where they're in love with me, but no, maybe not, because that could be annoying as well. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
I will answer it, and I would rather be in the relationship when I'm head over heels in love with them, but they are not in love with me. They love me, but they're not in love with me, because then I win. I'm in a relationship with somebody that I absolutely adore, and they're not living their best life, but that's their problem. You know, I've got mine. You go get yours. So that would do for me. Bernard, if you're listening. The red candle, says Fun Stuff 24, is giving off a hedgehog conducting a satanic ritual vibe. Yes, Emma, says Matron, we're in our second adolescence. Inside me, there's a curious child. Well, let him out, Matron, let him out. Never grow up, never grow old. And Alan agrees, the secret is never to grow up. I reckon it keeps you alive longer. Imagine if farts stopped being funny. That is exactly it, Alan, says Matron. My saying is never grow up, never grow old. The day you stop playing is the day you start dying. Gulliver's by day, Boaty's bedtime stories by night, says Peter P. That would be my dream world. Has the Friday diet weigh-ins gone, you two? Asked Jimmy F500. Well, there were three of us. It was me, Emma, and Sean. I lost my weight, and as you can see, I now have the perfect physique. I was naked earlier. I did take a photo. I will show it to you if you would like me to.
Oh, yes, please. Can you send it to me, Boaty, directly? Please?
And you've seen me. And
yeah, but I haven't got any photos of it. It's all just etched in my memory, but, you know, I need something to look at from a wonk bonk.
God. And Sean and Emma appear to have just completely given up on it.
No,
so,
Boaty, I didn't give up. I found that actually there's lots of guys who really like me the way I am. So I thought, well, if I lose weight, they're going to be disappointed. I keep on getting comments where people say, please don't lose weight because I like the way you are. And I think, well, hang on, what if I lost loads of weight and then I found that I wasn't attracting anybody anymore? That wouldn't be any good, would it? So yeah, I just thought, well, I'm going to wait until after Christmas.
The justifications people come up with for bloody tramlining chocolate.
No, if it means that I might get a podgering sooner rather than later, I would rather keep the weight on and get the podgering.
Well, there are people queuing up to podger you. Just invite them.
That's what I'm saying. So why do I need to lose the weight if they like me the way I am?
Because it's supposed to be about you and what you want. If you're happy with your weight. Right, okay. Let's just get this over and done with and out there. Is there anybody who is willing to walk, drive, fly, or somehow get to Norwich and would be willing to podger Emma? If so, then please make yourself known. Now, let me be absolutely clear about this. There is no promise of an ongoing relationship. There could be, but you know, what you are agreeing to is you are agreeing to transport yourself, no expenses paid, to Norwich, where you will podger Emma, and I expect you to use your best endeavours. Thank you very much. And you might get a thank you. I don't know. She might make you a cup of tea or something. I've got no idea what will happen. And if you're particularly good and she likes you, then a relationship might ensue. But there are no promises. It is, well, quite frankly, it's a podgering. She wants to use you purely as a sex toy. So, gentlemen, now, and can I urge you, gentlemen, please be realistic, right? Look, if you're suffering from the old dead whippet for a middle stump, then don't volunteer, right? We're not in the market for disappointment, okay? But if you are a vibrant, healthy, fully functional gentleman capable of getting yourself without adult supervision to Norwich and capable of administering a substantial podgering, then please do make yourself known. And be aware that Emma is on social media. She has a YouTube channel. If you're shit, she's going to tell people. So, you know, be aware. If you know in your lads, you know if you're all right at it or if you're not. Yeah. Now, it's one thing doing your missus, right? She will endure it. If she loves you, she'll say, oh gosh, that was absolutely lovely. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. But you know in your heart of hearts if you're any good at it. So if you're no good, don't take up the podgering challenge because you will be shamed. But if you know that, yeah, I've got some moves, yeah, I'm fully functional, oh, yeah, then I know how to get to Norwich. And you need to have your own transport or be capable of getting on a train without somebody holding your hand. Then if you tick all of those boxes, then apply to Emma and Boaty's Monday Night Live.
Yeah, you could ring 07391 175 856. Leave us a nice voice note with your application, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Please send in your application tonight. You've got tonight. The application end date is the end of this live stream. So yeah, if you could leave a voice note with your application, 07391 175 856, and Boaty will help. You'll help me go through the applications, won't you, Boaty?
Absolutely, yes. And here's a little tip for you. If you want to send a willy pic, but you're not very well blessed, then just nick one off the internet.
Anyway, thank you very much for the advert, Boaty. I'll have to clip that and use it maybe on a dating website. In fact, can I clip that and put it on the singles website? That would be good, wouldn't it? On your Facebook page, on the singles Facebook page, and on the singles channel, in fact. And this is great. You know, 2025 could be my year of, like, you know, podgering all over the place.
Oh, book them in. Book them in. Just
can you put them in for me, Boaty?
Set aside a slot. Set aside a slot.
I'll set my slot aside, yeah.
Yeah, not that kind of slot. But no, have right. Have I don't know, how many times a week would you want?
Well, I'm a busy girl, so at least once a week, but a 1+.
Okay. So
I'm not I'm not too demanding on it.
No, that's
in fact, to be honest, even just a one-off might be okay. So, you know, I'm open to anything, to be fair.
Well, it would be a one-off with each chap to begin with, but you could possibly arrange multiples. So we'll pick a day, and it'll be a day and a time slot each week where you will be available in a certain place at a certain time, and then we will just book them in week by week. So first come, first served. And then you will just carry on doing that on that weekly basis. But if you particularly like any of them and would like to do it again, then you could personally book them in on a separate day.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for that, Boaty. I don't think we're getting many applications.
Well, the first one has just popped in.
Oh, right. Oh, by the way, there is a fee. I shouldn't say that. That sounds well dodgy. I was joking.
Oh, okay. How much are you going to pay them?
I was joking. Come on, let's have the first application.
Oh, so you're not paying them?
No.
Oh, right. Okay. It's from Peter P, and he has sent a willy pic, which I absolutely cannot put on this live stream, but which I will forward on to Emma after the live stream.
From who?
Peter P.
Oh, right. I'm sure he didn't really send that.
Yeah, he's genuinely sent a willy pic.
Oh, just off the internet. Like you advised.
Possibly. Would you like me to forward it to you?
Go on then.
Okay, here it comes. Hold on. How do I do this? Forward. Oh, hang on, that's not working. Right, I will. Oh, God, what am I doing now? Cancel. Right. Save the pic. How do I save the pic? Right, save. And then I will go to our chat. I won't put it on the moderate, we don't want Mustard having to see that, do we?
No, Mustard might get too excited by it. Right, here we go.
Okay,
I haven't got
that
it
is
yet,
set.
but here we go. Oh, is this? Oh, right, okay.
Is that doing it for you?
No, not at all. Sorry.
Oh.
So, more applications, please.
Oh, what a disappointment. What an awkward moment. What an awkward moment. I better pour some wine.
Well, shall I get back to the comments?
Yeah, do that.
We're
Peter
probably
P,
6
I'm
million
so
miles
sorry.
from I'm sure Peter P can do better than that.
He needs a fluffer.
Oh! You see the message? Oh, Matron hasn't sent it to you. Oh, okay. Matron, send that to Boaty, please.
Matron said what?
I'll send it to you so you can see what she said. Right, you can look at that when you get a minute. Right, I'll get back to the comments. Right, morning campers. 69.
Okay.
Alan Simpson reckons you would be a cracking redcoat, Boaty.
Oh, I agree. I'd love that.
Stickles would like to know why Mustard is walking around at midnight. Is he? Did we just see Horsey Doodle, says Peter P? Or are you saying you can see Mustard or something? I'm confused. He was coming back from work late, says Stickle. Don't know why he was at work. Tracy the Tunnel, I'll say no more. Polly Galtieri says, Steve, Mustard is doing a Paul Kersey, keeping the streets safe. Duke Valentino said, did you take the vaccine? And Matron would like to know why they are asking. Mustard still wishes he had the caravan, says Stiegel. I have had horrible side effects, says Duke Valentino. I ran a fever and my arm hurt for days afterwards, says Matron. Oh, I had the AstraZeneca, which is the one that's supposedly now causing people some blood clots and things. So, Paulie Galtieri says, at least it was a proper caravan, unlike Trailer Tent Bob. Boaty, have you got the heating on, says Steve Cold?
18 degrees, yeah.
Alan says, oh, well, there go my chances with Emma. Are you married, aren't you, Alan Simpson?
Yeah, to a lovely lady as well.
So I think that probably blows your chances a little bit.
I'm
a breeding ground for
confirm, having met him, that he is an exceedingly hairy man. An exceedingly hairy man. But lovely. He's one of those lovely hairy men. Like
a big hairy teddy bear.
Oh, he's lovely.
I'm a breeding ground for hair.
Everybody should meet Alan because he's the nicest guy in the world to spend time with. He's got an amazing voice. He's wonderfully hairy. He's cheerful and he's just great. Everybody needs an Alan Simpson in their life. That's what I say.
I'm a breeding ground for hair. Sadly, not so on top of my head these days, though. Wax on, wax off, says Peter P. It would take days, says Alan Simpson. Totally worth it, says Peter P. Matron says, actually, Alan Simpson, me and Emma were saying earlier that you have a great voice and seem fun. Were your ears burning? Oh, God, yeah. In the bath. I was in the bath earlier sending Matron messages. And we had a conversation about who in the community we would most like to podger. And it was quite interesting, actually.
Did you?
Did I what?
You and Matron had that conversation?
Yeah, while I was in the bath. I said, oh God, I'm going to tell them this on the live stream later, that while I was in the bath, we would talk about who of the community we would most like to podger. And we were quite on the same page, funnily enough. We
Go
had
on,
No, I'm not telling you.
Oh, go on.
No, because it's matron as well, isn't it? So it was interesting, though. It was interesting, the fact that, because we do it by sending voice notes to each other, so it's not a phone call, it's not text, but it's voice notes going back and forth. And while I was recording mine to say who I would, she was recording the same to say who she would. And we were sort of some of it was going off messages, because some of them we don't know what they look like, but going by these messages, they sound like the sort of person we would like to podger. And some of them we do know what they look like, so it's like, yeah, going by what they look like, that's what. Oh yeah, I like that one, I like that one. It was really interesting, but I'm not giving away I'm not giving it away. It was a very interesting conversation and I enjoyed it.
You're worse than your viewers. You're bigger pervs than the people that watch you.
It was
You
just a
deserve
fun
each
conversation.
other.
Look, we're sisters, matron and I. We talk about everything. That's what sisters do, isn't it?
I can't believe you even think about it, though. You actually take time to think about who in this lovely community you would podger.
Yeah, well, you've made no secret of the fact you would like to podger Carol Ann, and she's part of the community. So if you can talk, and you talk about it live on air, so why can't we sisters talk about it?
To be fair, I wanted to podger her before she became part of the community, so that
Yeah,
doesn't count.
but then when she became part of the community, you still talked about it. So I think, if you're allowed to do that, then
that was a pre-existing poddering desire, so
right,
it doesn't count.
Have you and Mustard ever talked about any member of the community and said, oh, cool, yeah, I wouldn't mind to go on that?
No.
No, not in private at all, ever?
No.
Well, you're not sisters. We're sisters. We talk about everything. It's nice, though. It's complimentary. None of it was negative. We only talked about the ones we would like to podger. We didn't, we weren't negative about the ones we wouldn't like to podger.
Yeah, but by leaving them out, you were de facto being negative.
Well, not really. They're just not our type, Anyway. Peter P is singing Wave Your Willie Around.
I'm outraged by that.
Oh, yeah.
You're objectifying my bogs. First you want to use them as a sex toy, and now you're being discriminatory.
Well, Matron has just pointed out to me that you and Mustard haven't talked about it in private. You have actually talked about it on more than one lunch video.
I can't believe that.
And Matron watches all your stuff, all Mustard stuff. So apparently you have talked about it on more than one lunch video, which members of the community you would like to podger. So don't be...
We've talked about other YouTubers, but not members of the community, not viewers.
Well, this is what Matron has said. Maybe she'll dig out the evidence for us later. But, when sisters in the bath having a private conversation like that, I heard that, and so did the community. I think that's completely acceptable. So
it was the fridge door.
Yeah, sure. Right, my thing has gone down to the end again. I hate the way it does this. I'm going to have to scroll up to find where I was.
Yeah, I hate it when my thing goes down to the end. Terrible.
Can you take a video of it next time? I'm desperately trying to get any kind of anything out of Boaty, and he won't budge.
Too far gone is with the opinion that the USA has nothing to give. Peter P is of the opinion that Sellers was a wrong un. Steve Hogg says it's always windy when I go to Blackpool. Alan says my Blackpool Travelodge was £40, but I paid the extra for the flexi rate. I could, he says, have got it cheaper. Matron says if you're going to Blackpool and you're driving, I recommend staying in the Preston South (open bracket Craven Drive close bracket) Premier Inn. You miss the crowds and hen and stag parties and screaming families. Blackpool says 69. We ended up in the casino, safest place. Don't go to Blackpool, we'll never hear you with the wind. He has to win whether he's in Blackpool or Derbyshire, says Matron. Tricky chaps, questions, says Peter P. Simone is with us and says, hello, I'm in bed. 69 is also in bed. Matron doesn't believe in the concept of in love. In love implies that you're both in a vessel together. Love is love. That makes very little sense to me. Wally Wilson says, no, you would be. I'll give you the pudgering. Oh, dear.
What?
No idea. And he goes on, that's what I want to, girl. Too Far Gone continues. The USA has nothing left to give. Simone says she hasn't done anything yet in relation to fixing the old rover. Spicy little broad, opines Wally Wilson, who I am willing to do anything I can. Yes. Well, there you are. Podgering lineup, says Andrew. I'll bring the special parsnip, says Peter P. Best enders, says 69. I'm up for that. Lemons and parslip. What a garden, says Andrew. Sorry, Matron, says Alan. Just saw your message there. I reckon we'd all have a laugh. We should go for a Momo at Boaty's. Yep, lots of community plans for the coming year, Alan, says Matron. Chas Brown says, better get my application in before my bus pass expires. Andrew is asking, do we go in alphabetical order? No, first come, first serve. Chef Daniel says, I've got a minibus. I could pick people up. Are you pimping Emma out, says Boaty? Are you pimping Emma out, Boaty? Asks 69. No, because there is no charge. It's a free experience. Chef Daniel's puddering bus. We're all going on a puddering holiday, says Chef Daniel. Steakhold is asleep. Andrew Buttergeek for a week or two. What's going on, says Steakhold. Simone has left a voice note. I'm not sure if it relates to the puddering or not, but I'll try and find it for you. Emma, can you help with comments while I try and find this?
Yes. 69 says, this is too much for me. And not sure, Steve, says Andrew. No more wonking for a week or two, says Alan Simpson. No more wonking for a week or two.
Oh, I found the voice note. Hold on. Here you go.
Hello, Boaty.
Hello.
It's me again.
It is.
Forget pound your box as if you got into a car to go to work and you found two people podgering in the back seat.
I love Simone. We need to have a night with Simone and some cameras. That would be the
I'm
best.
up for that.
Right, we need to make that happen in spring. Let's do it in early spring.
We could potentially tie that in with a secret project thing as well.
Oh, yeah. Good shout. But on Simone's reminder, I will pound the box.
Might you pound that while I read some more comments then? Peter, warm it up first, says Steakhold. Do me a 500 says, what's going on? I popped out for a bit. Chas Brown says, is there blue badge parking near Emma? Andrew says, I think we're putting in for a minibus ride to Emma's. Lord have mercy, says Steakhold. Chris Heatherly says, look at those jugs. Chas Brown says, whip round for a minibus. Where, Chris? Says Andrew. Wave your willy around the minibus, says Peter P. Peter was only showing his bangers and mash, says Steakhold. Denby jug, says Peter P. Andrew Buttergeek says, we'll all wave our willies around the minibus.
Of course we will.
Excuse me. Don't get Peter on the Christmas dinner, says Steakhold. Christmas pork, says Peter P. Alan Simpson says, I just properly laughed out loud there. May have woken up the folk next door. Oh, Tracy's hidden one of Steakhold's messages, so they must have been very naughty. I was going to see what he said out of interest. Or I would if it hadn't scrolled me down to the end. Oh, can't. Right, I'm scrolling back up now. Da, 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 da. Hold on, I'll be there in a second. La 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 la.
Deck the halls with bowl of holly, fa la la
Fa la 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 la.
It's the season to be jolly, fa la la la
Fa la
la
la la
la
la la la
la.
la. Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find where we were. The Podgering lineup we got to. Pimping Emma out. This is going to be demonetized, this live stream, isn't it? Again.
They're always demonetized.
Right, here we go. Right, I found it. I'm joking. I need help, says Decog. Rogering, says Peter P. A bit of the other, says Hooked on Classics. Andrew Buttigieg says a metal spike used in the building industry to align holes. God, what was that all about?
I think
Objectifying
they're
men
trying to
against.
explain podgering to somebody.
Oh, that's quite funny. Oh yeah, I think that's what it is actually. Yeah, if you Google podgering, that's what comes up. Because I googled it one day to see if it could be something could be going on a t-shirt or something. It comes up with the tool. That's right. Sounds like docking, Andrew, says Peter P. And people are laughing at that. Can't podger everyone. I would love to podger Erin Burnett, says Jimmy 500. Alan Simpson says, I am indeed happily married, so you're safe from my advances, Emma. You're a good one, Alan, says Andrew Buttigieg. Chris Heatherly says, Emma, can you turn that picture around behind you so I can see the front, which is what people often say. No, but it is available to purchase. If you look at Alana Hunter Art on Facebook, you can, well, I don't know, she might give you it for free if you're lucky. Ask her nicely. Stickle says, put my Rover 25 MOT, leak
You said that
radiators.
she was very, very attractive.
She is attractive, yeah.
Is she single?
No.
As you were.
I don't think, I don't want to say too much. She might watch this live stream. I don't think she'd be your type, Boaty. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
She's beautiful. She's, in my opinion, she's very beautiful. But knowing your type, she doesn't fit in with your type, I don't think.
Okay.
You might, I don't know. But she's taken anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, well, there we are.
Clotshot has been saying things, and Matron says no one cares because she's timed them out. Is that you, says Chris Heatherly. It is me in the picture, yeah. Drawn by Alana Hunter. There was a naked photo shoot, and she picked which one she wanted to draw, and that was it. And I have the original photograph. Alan Simpson says, we still have to get Mr. and Mrs. Podger, who I once sold cars to interact with us. Yes. Oh, my God.
That would be amazing. That
we're
would
at the
be
end of the comments. And I can't believe we're at the end of the comments, actually. And Two String Productions popped in to wave. Who you've met. You met Two Strings, didn't you? Yeah.
I did, yeah.
So he's waving, looks like he's waving the glove of self-love at us.
Had lunch with him and everything.
We're at the end of the comments, Boaty. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go? Do you want to talk about something else before we go? You're going to tell us who it is you're going to Llandudno with? Now that you've had a drink and less reserved.
No.
Well, thank you. Nobody applied for the position of podgering partner, so that's it. That's it. For me, I got all excited then. I thought my 2025 was going to be like, the year of the podgering. But
Yeah, well, we'll work on it. We'll make it an ongoing theme. If I put it on singles, or if you put it on singles, that clip, you'll get plenty of applications. And quite a number of restraining orders, I imagine. Boaty, did you get paid by YouTube? I did, Simone. Did you, my lovely? Did you get paid? Hopefully you did. I'm assuming that if I did, then we all did.
I didn't. Oh, Peter P applied, yeah. Well, Peter P, the picture wasn't good enough. You don't need to send pictures like that anyway, because your natural picture is nice enough.
No, now then.
And Peter P's been in my dreams, so
But was he in your bath during your conversation with Matron?
I'm not telling you. Oh, no, what went on in my bath? Oh God, you don't want to know what went on in my bath. Yeah, Tracy, you know what happened last night when that message interrupted me? It happened again during my bath time today as well.
Oh, you didn't knock one out.
Oh, I'm not telling you. I'm talking to Matron.
God.
I wouldn't talk about things like that on a live stream.
Oh, well,
Private.
I suppose. Right, we will keep going until 12:15, and then the party will carry on Emma's live stream, because
I need to go to bed at some point. Oh, Pig is here.
I'm knackered, so we'll give it another 4 minutes, and then this live stream will be wrapped up. But I imagine Emma might carry on for a while.
Andrew Buttergig has sent a hedgehog of truth question for me. He says, Peter P? Oh no, it's a hedgehog of truth question.
Come on.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, fair play.
He's in Finland though, so it's a bit far for him to come.
Ryanair.
Look, I think Peter P is such a wonderful member of this community that, you know, why wouldn't I? Community perks, top tier membership perks.
I think he's a wonderful member of the community as well, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I would, Peter. If you're ever in England, you know, let me know. He's on Ryanair website now.
Now then. Emma's live stream might get spicy.
Yeah, advertise my live stream. I've only got 3 viewers at the moment on my live stream.
Not that many more on this one, to be fair.
Yeah, we've got loads on here, 60 at the moment.
Congratulations, Peter. Finland for the win, says Andrew. Boaty, give Emma the rubber willy that was posted to you from Neil.
I've got things like that. I need the real thing. Not the same.
Would the real thing not sometimes come as a disappointment? Because the real thing comes attached to a man.
Yeah, I know, but that's the whole point. The real thing doesn't have that. No, the little Joe doesn't have that sort of skin on skin thing that's really nice, and talking in your ear. Little Joe wouldn't talk in my ear. Little Joe wouldn't do the skin on skin thing. Little Joe wouldn't, doesn't have other parts that can reach other parts and do.
Yeah, but what about the rest of it? What about the rest of it? The having to sleep with them for the rest of the night and the dribbling on the pillow.
No, look, I that wouldn't be the case with me. It would have to be an afternoon for me, because at night time it's not possible with me because of my life situation.
Bugger off.
Yeah, so they could basically sort of drive to Norwich in the morning and book into a hotel, and I'll come and see them there, and then I'll go home again.
I'm a big fan of that. That genuinely, I'm a big fan of that. That's what me and Cindy do.
Well, I've had experience of that sort of thing too, which is why I'm saying. But that suits my lifestyle, you see, because little Lemon's at school and all of that. I've got a little Lemon in my house at night time, so it's not a possibility. But an afternoon. I'm aware that I'm on a live stream that could be watched by anybody, so please let me be careful. I don't want my my box to be full of all sorts of weirdos later.
Well, not all at the same time, anyway.
I don't know.
Right, let's wind this one up, and should you wish, you can carry on yours, and there will be lots of hilarity. That
it's not going to go on too much longer on mine because I do need to sleep. But yeah, come over to mine after, and you can see what I do after this live stream ends.
And you won't see what I will do, but you wouldn't probably. Well, I mean, what I do isn't bad. I won't have a shower tonight because I had a shower before the old live stream. I'm just going to be all about the supper and carrying on the meticulous planning for my meticulously planned road trip, which I'm going to bore you with tomorrow. So,
Oh, I'm
Emma,
watching that.
say your good nights and
Yes. Good night. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If anybody is new here and doesn't know who I am Emma Lemon with the 2 N's. Please go and look at my channel. Please subscribe. Lots of Christmas content coming up, actually, if you're into that sort of thing. And also, I'm doing live streams on there. There's one going on right now. So as soon as this finishes, when this finishes, if you go over to Emma Lemon with the 2 N's, you can see what I do straight after this live stream. So yeah, please do that. Thank you for having me tonight, if only. And I will be back here on Boaty's channel on Monday next week. But in the meantime, hopefully, I will do a live stream over on my channel again. There we go. So yeah, come and see me over there. And until then, have a fantastic night, a good week ahead. If I don't see you before next Monday, and good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.
And on that note, darlings, I also would like to thank you all for your company tonight. It's been wonderful as always. Massive thanks to my co-host Emma Lemon. Huge thanks to Matron, and just thanks to all of you guys for being there. Not just tonight, being there all the time. And I will be back tomorrow night, 11 o'clock. It's going to be a lot of talk about a road trip and probably other stuff as well. You know the way it goes. Emma will be back with me next Monday, but make sure you're subscribed to her, and there will be stuff going on in the meantime. Wednesday is the big car swap. We'll be working up to that, and there's going to be all sorts of excitement. Thank you to the returning viewers. Thank you to the regular viewers. Thank you to the inner scrotum who just make life amazing. And if there's anybody out there who found us tonight and has decided to subscribe and join in the madness, then thank you and welcome. And on that note, let me just wish you all a safe and peaceful night. I hope that you stay warm and comfortable. And let me wish you all a good day tomorrow. I hope that there's some joy to be taken from it, somehow, somewhere. Join Emma immediately afterwards, me tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, Tuesday Night Live. We will be back together next Monday. And on that note, much love from me. Take really good care of yourselves. And if you're lucky and you've got people who you love and who love you, take really good care of them too. And on that note, pachoo, and indeed.
Bosh.
Get yourself over to Emma's. The party will go on. Good night, darlings.
Bye.